right, we are back for painting number 2. So we're gonna be drawing an ice cream cone this time, and we're gonna do it with like the sugar cone instead of the waffle cone. And so what we wanna do is we wanna start, I'm gonna turn my paper just a little bit. I actually wanna start with the bottom of my cone. And so what I'm gonna do is I am going to draw a curved line towards the bottom of my paper. And I want to come up just a little ways and come up a little ways on that side as well. And my lines may not be exact, that's okay. And they're kind of light because if I need to change anything, then I can go back in and do that very easily without leaving like grooves in my paper or on my canvas. All right, with acrylic paint, which is what we're using this month, it is more forgiving. So if you have something and you're kind of like, oh, I don't like where that line is, your paint will cover it up a lot better than if you're using watercolor or something like that. So just know that, that when you get ready to paint, if you need to change something, it's a lot easier to do that with this kind of paint. All right, so what we're gonna do is we are going to come back up like this with diagonal lines, because now we're getting ready to draw the top part of our cone. And mine are not going to be perfect by any means, I can promise you that. So as long as your lines are fairly close to the same angles and all of that, I would not worry too much about it, trying to make them exact. You'll sit here all day if you do that. All right, so what I want to do now is I'm going to come back around this way, okay? And if you think about it, like these cones have these little like ridges on them in different areas, okay? And then down here is where you have like the crisscross or the diamond shape that you think about, okay? So we're gonna draw another little ridge right there. Okay, and then we'll have that line that connects there. So now I have the top part of my cone done. Now you can do the paper like they cover them with a lot of times, or you can kind of come in and start drawing that diamond shaped on here and get that going. And I'm very lightly drawing this in because my paint is going to do most of my work for me. I don't necessarily have to do a ton of detail work on this part of my painting. All right, so now we're going to make this a fairly tall cone. And what you want to do is you're going to just kind of come up and start drawing in your ice cream, okay? So I'm coming in and going around this way, and just think about how those that ice cream would swirl out of it, you know, out of the machine. Or if you want to do like this, would be like soft serve. So let me show you what it would look like if I wanted to do you know, like hand scooped ice cream. So we will erase this. All right, so get the phone to stop shaking. All right, so if we wanted to do hand dipped ice cream, we would kind of draw like a little lip here and come around this way. And I might like this better, I don't know. If you wanted to do a drip, you could do that there. Okay, so there's that. And then you're gonna get kind of a weird dome shape, but it's not gonna be completely round on the top, okay? If I wanted to do another color or another flavor or another scoop, it could all be the same. It doesn't have to be different. Then we could come in with that second scoop there and do the same thing there, okay? So now I've got 2 scoops. I can either do like a cherry on top, Go ahead and draw that on, and all I'm gonna do is just draw a kind of a partial circle on there, and then do a stem right there. Okay, or I could add another layer of ice cream. Totally up to you. Does not matter to me. You make this your piece and do it like you want it done. Okay, so you have a choice: soft serve, where it comes out of machine and it's swirly, or you can do hand dipped and have it like this. If you're doing a drip on here, you would want to kind of erase some of those lines on there, and they don't matter, you know, a ton, but it just would help you visually be able to see where you need to paint ice cream versus where you would want to paint, you know, your cone. All right, so in our next lesson, we will get started. We're gonna work on a lot of like shading and things like that with this to make it look more 3D and more like it's an actual ice cream cone instead of just filling in color. So get ready. We're gonna learn how to do some shading without using black or white. All right, I will see you in the next lesson.